Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So let's take a look at a new eBay seller store and see if we can help them out. So if you're new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Trent. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay. I do it for fun and profit, and I take you along for the journey. So please hit that subscribe button for more great videos in the future. Alright, so viewer Josh Richardson says, hey Trent, love the videos. I've been reselling on eBay for about 3 months now, and it was going great at first, with me selling 3 or 4 items a week, which I think is good considering I just started. Yes, I agree. Then I feel confident, so I start sourcing and listing more, but all of a sudden my sales go to maybe 1 every few weeks. And now I'm pretty discouraged because I'm putting more work in but making no sales. Did eBay screw me over with the algorithm or something? Any tips? Okay, let's take a look, Josh. I really appreciate you giving me the link to your store, and we'll take a look and see what we can see if we can give some constructive criticism or some encouragement. One of the two, we'll see. Maybe both. Alright, so let's review Josh's store here. So Josh has just been selling on eBay for a little while. Actually, yeah, this account was only created in May 15th of 2020, so that's an indicator on how long, not very long at all. So I see he's already got 55 items listed currently, so I believe he said that this is about as big as he's built his store up so far. So he's working on scaling up his business. He made a few sales and was feeling confident and went out and started sourcing, but then he said he saw some slowdown in his sales. Well, I think we all recently, maybe we all have, but anyways, let's see if we can take a deeper dive and see if we can investigate and just find any kind of helpful critiques that might help him maintain that confidence, I guess you could say. But real quick, I'll show you a few eBay tricks here, in case you don't know, for new people, just in case. So if I didn't have the link, if I didn't happen to have the link to, that Josh sent me of his store, if you have the exact account name, which is that one-stop shop, all put together in all lowercase for his store, we go to advanced. Okay, let me go back. For your search bar, over here you have advanced, so hiding over here in the right corner. Click advanced, and then we go over here, we filter by seller. So right here, only show items from, so we'll click that, and then we'll put in the seller's name. That one-stop shop, that one STOP, just like that. Search. Okay, I can't read. It's that one-stop top shop. Okay. Okay, that one STOP. Come on. Okay. So that painfully is how you can find somebody's store if you have just their account name. Sorry about that. That took much longer than I anticipated. Okay, so we're in his storefront. So the way I like to research a seller, what they're selling and stuff like that, is I go to items for sale. You can go to items for sale here, or you click on this number right here and it's going to take you into their items for sale, a chronological list of their items for sale, and their newest listings are going to be up now, which are at the top, which looks like he recently found some nice vintage Fisher Price Knights, and we'll talk about that. That's immediately one critique I can see right now. We'll get into that. So he's got a nice little mixture of different kind of items. A lot of toy themed items is what I'm seeing, which is cool. Vintage items. Oh, look at that vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cake pan. That's cool. So far so good. I'm not going to get into critiques about photos and all that stuff. Everybody knows they can always improve their photos. Store reviewers, that's like the first thing they go to and start picking apart photo quality. You look at my eBay store, I'm not one to talk. My photo quality isn't anything special to be talking about, and I make consistent sales. So like, here's a hat that I have listed. Yeah, there's my lighting is probably better than his, but that's about it. You know, you can see clearly the item. You can see clearly his items too. So I'm not too worried about that, especially dealing with the kind of items that Josh is selling here, like this Nerf gun. As long as they can see it, and you're going to be able to see the condition on this, that's going to sell if the price is right and the right buyer comes along. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to look at, so here's a trick in case you have never seen it before. So once you're into the seller that you're trying to research is items for sale right here, you see 55 results. Well, the same way we look up comps, we can look at their sold listings for the last 3 months. So we'll go here, sold listings, filter, and now I get to see all the sales he's made for the last 3 months, because this will go back to September, going down to the last one is in July. So it looks back 3 months. And Josh just mentioned that he sold his most expensive Nerf gun. So, oh wow, you sold the crossbolt. Oh boy, have fun shipping that. So congratulations on that sale. But we see here in the last 3 months he's made 19 sales, which sounds about right to me, because he's just started selling, and right now the maximum items in his store, or the amount he has right now, is only is less than 60 items. So I assume that for the last few months he's had much less items than that too. So the 19, sales over a 3 month period sounds right on par. Just to be, it sounds like consistency to me. So I think you're actually doing okay there. But we do see that he had a big lull in sales from the 15th to the 23rd. Here's a nice sale, this Ab Lounge thing. I see he still has one of these for sale too. So if you can find more of those, that looks like a cool item that you are aware of, Josh, that you should be focused on. That replacement workout equipment parts are great. So that's a cool tip right there. That's something I'm not familiar with. So let's look at that item. Ab Lounge Sport Bungee replacement part. There's a bolo for everybody. If you see something that looks like that, take a look at it. He sold one for $30 including shipping. That's pretty good. I assume you would only pay a couple bucks, or maybe get something like that for free. And I see his sales are a pretty nice mixture of sales, different kind of stuff. Photo quality for starting out is perfectly fine in my opinion. We'll see how many photos he takes of an item, I guess you could say. Okay, front, back, tag. I guess it's fine. Could possibly take a few more photos. Now, something like this, I could see only taking 1 or 2 photos. Oh, there's a lot more pieces to it. Yeah, see, this one, in my opinion, I would take less photos of this one, but you took more. And something like a toy, like a plush, I might take more photos than just a couple. So there's that. But ultimately, I'm not seeing anything that stands out too big as to why you have a gap in your sales from the 15th to 23rd. Maybe you were just reloading. One thing I'm noticing, let's go back to your non-sold listings. Right off the bat, I see you have some high quality vintage Fisher Price Knights figures. Oh, where are they? Okay, they started drifting down here in your items. Here's a set. So I see a problem with this listing. I think these are potential to go ahead and get your sales numbers rolling again, but what I'm seeing here is I think you're missing, these should be called Great Adventures, right? And Knights, Fisher Price Great Adventures Knights. Yeah, Great Adventures. So you're missing a key indicator in your title as to what these figures actually are. So I think you're missing out on traffic of people who really want to collect this stuff. So you need to use Google Lens or something and research these vintage toys like this better. Because yeah, you're missing the key unless you put it somewhere else. But no, I mean it's It's quite possible, Josh, that you just didn't know what these things are, but I believe there's a tip for you. These things are great adventures, I'm pretty sure. All these ones that you have, these knights. I thought you had a lot of listings. Oh yeah, there. Okay. Yeah, see, again, you don't have that. So you're missing that specific keyword. You want to be, whenever people search up the Great Adventures Knights, they want to find your listings, okay? Because there's definitely a market for those. People are collecting them. Let's look at sold listings. Yeah, they're selling all day long, right? So there's one little critique I can give you. I think possibly, like I said, maybe you just had a hard time. You were unfamiliar with what those things are called, and you know, that happens. So that's a quick down and dirty. Josh, I think you're on track. Just keep doing more of what you're doing. I like your pics that you've recently uploaded here, especially those nights, those Great Adventures nights. I believe they're Great Adventures. Double check that. And I like your do more of this if you can. Ab Lounge, find this kind of workout equipment, pieces, replacement parts, and workout equipment. I saw those dumbbells you sold. Looked like they sold for good money too, which is a good tip right now. Workout equipment is selling really good. I don't have much negative to say, to be honest with you. Not that I want to or anything. That's not what a store review, in my opinion, should be about. Just figure out which items should have more photos, which items don't need so many photos. One possibility, if your sales continue to not be where you like, you could add best offer to your items just to see, because you were curious if the eBay algorithm was treating you bad. You could add best offer to your items just to see if you start to get some offers. At least you don't have to accept those offers, but you can see what kind of traffic and interest is coming into your items, and maybe it could give you an indicator, because I'm not going to pretend like I know if all your prices are sound. You know, for the Nerf guns, for a single Nerf gun, you know, like for this Zeus, yeah, you might have a hard time getting $20 plus 23 shipping. That might be difficult. But generally speaking, like that's why I say you take advantage of best offer just as a tool to help gauge where you are in price, and you just have to be disciplined and not accept the offer if it's not good enough for you. That's basically what it comes down to. But it's a good tool and satisfying whenever you start receiving offer traffic. You know, you could at least start trying to wheel and deal with people and maybe squeeze out a few extra sales because of best offer. And actually a strong majority of my sales that I make are because of best offer. Ultimately, I like your store. I like your picks. I'd be interested to see how your cooking pans and stuff go, your vintage cake pans and stuff. That's pretty cool. That's something I've never come across too often, so that's a pretty neat little niche you got going on there. But I'd say just keep doing what you're doing, do more of it. And oh yeah, one little unwritten rule of the road that I've developed based on my own experience is that, based on my experience, in my opinion, for every 100 items you have listed, you could probably count on making, on average, approximately one sale a day, give or take. Obviously, that's not, I haven't proven that or anything. That's just based on my experience, my opinion. So I have, 300. I have close to 300 items in my store, and yeah, I make maybe 2-3 sales a day. So. And that includes, of course, having to continue to list to keep that number up. So once you get 100, 200 items, you can probably count on making 1 to 2 sales a day. And that again involves listing new items too. So you'll have a new item that'll sell, and then you'll have maybe an old item that'll sell. And so for every 100 items you list, I would say it's pretty sound. I'm talking buy it now, by the way, that you can probably count on scoring 1 or 2 sales a day, 1 or 2 sales a day per 100 listings. But I'd say on average 1 sale per 100 listings. And of course, it varies. So there'll be some times where you make a ton of sales, and sometimes where you have a drought, like you did. But I don't think the algorithm's cheating you or anything. I think based on how many items you have and all that, I think that's I think that should be expected, really. I think you have to continue to ramp up your store and keep doing what you're doing. Maybe add the best offer, and I think you're going to see the numbers start to be more consistent. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about Josh's store. If there anything I missed that could help Josh out, constructive criticism in the comment section would be great. I'd like to know your opinion. But I think you're on the right track, Josh, and I think it's gonna I think the results are gonna start to improve for you. Change the title for those nights for sure, though. Make sure you research those like I asked, and get the right titles on there. The Great Adventures, I'm pretty sure, and I think you're going to start seeing instantly a lot more traffic on these guys. Or I'm not sure, this guy for sure. These are Great Adventures nights. You got to look that up, and there's definitely a market for those. And I think you're gonna flip your capital here pretty soon and have more capital to go back out and source and continue to ramp up your store. So good luck, and looks good to me. And I hope everybody enjoyed this video and got something out of it, maybe a few tips and tricks, and let Josh know what you think, how he could improve his store situation. Hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.